And I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love to all the gods and goddesses and all the high vibrating species on the planet, man. How we living out there today, man? What's bustin'? How the world treating y'all? And we back. We SCP hunting, man. For those that are new, thank you for following through. If you don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Join the crew. Academates, salute to you, man. How we living out there, man? Peace. How we feeling? Y'all staying out the way, man? Y'all paying attention? Are we learning out there? Please tell me we're learning. You know what they say, a day that you're not learning is a day that you ain't alive. You know what I'm saying? So I try to learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying? Live a little bit. Live a little. You feel me? But anyways, I hope everybody good, man, for real, because we got an SCP-2845. Hey, this thing don't look pretty friendly, you know what I'm saying? He don't look pretty friendly at all. It's called the deer. It's a keter. It's extraterrestrial. That thing looks crazy, man. It looks like it should be on the front of a ghostly logo or something. But, yo, I guess we gonna get to it, you know what I'm talking about? So, I hope you got what you need, because I do. And without further ado, we're gonna get to what it is that we do. Bus.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Peace.
My name is Dr. Miller,
Dr. Miller.
and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-2845. Threat level, Black.
Black.
Object class, Keter.
You know what they mean? Carbon.
Special
metal.
containment procedures.
Okay.
Use of outsourced containment resources and consultants has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845. Consultants are to be considered Level 2 personnel and are at no time permitted to leave Site-100. If at any time an outside consultant must be removed from containment of SCP-2845, Class A amnestics are to be applied before release. A minimum of 30 trained individuals and an unhindered supply of untrained subjects is required for proper containment of SCP-2845. 48 trained personnel are currently assigned to active containment of SCP-2845, split into 8 teams of 6, with a further 24 individuals available as replacements. An allowance of 5 D-Class per week has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845. Site-100 has been constructed to the following specifications.
And strong.
Site-100 consists of 9 concentric circular bands, designated Ring A through Ring I, with a gap located between Ring C and Ring D, designated as Gap 1. 6 circular chambers are located at 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300 degrees within each ring and gap. The chambers located at 0 degrees are aligned with geographic north. 2 additional circular chambers are located outside of Ring I, located at 120 and 240 degrees. The floor of each circular chamber contains an unobstructed lead hexagram. The central chamber containing SCP-2845 and 216 instances of SCP-2845-1 is to contain an atmosphere of 96.3% hydrogen, 3.25% helium, and 0.45% ammonia, maintained at -110 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2.3 bar.
For now.
The following procedures are all to be carried out in a repeating cycle of 63 hours, 54 minutes. Each procedure is to last 39 minutes, with 10 hours between each procedure. Each procedure must be carried out by 6 individuals. The location of each procedure is denoted in parentheses. At the beginning of each new cycle, containment procedures will be carried out in the next ring closest to the containment chamber. Ceremonial recitations for all procedures and descriptions of all variant costumes may be found in Document 2845-C-EXP. Procedure 410, Constantin, 60 degrees. Containment specialists are presented with masks: joy, sadness, anger, apathy, fear, and foolishness, and act out Ceremony Constantin A. Ceremony Constantin A is a farcical comedy of errors and exchange of insults between the 6 individuals, culminating in foolishness outwitting the group in a game of riddles and declaring himself king. The conclusion of Ceremony Constantin A is followed by a game of dice. The winner of the game is irrelevant to the procedure. Procedure 420, Perinaldo, 120 degrees. Performance of a musical piece for flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, timpani, and bass drum. The piece is accompanied by specific somatic and vocal components carried out by the players throughout the performance, designated Ceremony Perinaldo A. The performance must be live. Recordings of the piece have no effect. Procedure 430, Epimetheus, 180 degrees. Gifts are exchanged among containment specialists. Content of gifts is irrelevant to the procedure, but each gift must not exceed $4.28 in worth. Each gift is accompanied by recitation of Ceremony Epimetheus A in its entirety, and the scattering of grain around the containment chamber. Procedure 440, Cassiel, 240 degrees. Ceremony Cassiel A is recited as containment specialists bind their feet with wool and consume 0.5 liters of olive oil. Then they will break apart a rock weighing at least 200 kilograms with hammers. Ceremony Cassiel B is recited throughout. Procedure 450, Cairo, 300 degrees. A D-class subject is prepared by painting a symbol, ring surrounding a dot with an arrow pointing upwards at the 90-degree point, on the stomach with a platinum-based solution, and presented with a blue cloak, crown, and scepter. D-class subject is then restrained in a chair, and Ceremony Cairo A is recited. After recitation of the Ceremony Cairo A, the D-class subject is to be castrated by use of a hand sickle by a containment specialist. The testes are then to be disposed of in a bowl of salt water as Ceremony Cairo B is recited. Procedure 460, Omphalos, 0 degrees. Ceremony Omphalos A is to be recited before roasting of a child no more than 3 months of age. Ceremony Omphalos B is to be recited before consumption. After consumption of the child, Ceremony Omphalos C is to be recited over the gastroliths, which are then swallowed. Vomiting is then induced, and Ceremony Omphalos D is recited, signaling the beginning of a new cycle. In the case of a containment breach, Site 100's nuclear device is to be detonated, followed by lockdown of all Foundation facilities and activation of Protocol 2845 XK1, strike down the moon. And this is a message from Containment Consultant to Site Director Dell on January 31st, 2012. Towering Kadath, my home. I have been approached several times already in regards to the containment procedures and their complexity. I have been asked if all of the containment procedures are truly necessary, if they could not be cut down or edited for simplicity, and at least one claimed that they were patently ridiculous. This is my response, and I expect that it will be seen by all of the Foundation staff working on this project. I will not repeat myself, and I find it sickening that after all the struggle to contain this creature, pencil-pushing bureaucrats are still seeking to cut corners where they cannot afford to be cut. The answer is no. The ritual will remain as it is, and will not be changed in any way. It cannot be cut down further, nor can it be added to. It has been set in place, and now that it has begun, any deviation at all could very easily be catastrophic. Rituals do not work because of some underlying laws, such as those that science operates.
Boy. If that wasn't a mother-loving gem right there. The answer is no. The ritual will remain as it is and will not be changed in any way. It cannot be cut down further, nor can it be added to. It has been set in place, and now that it has begun, any deviation at all could very easily be catastrophic. So 7. What is your third eye tingling on at this time? If this ritual could potentially be that catastrophic to where there will not be changed anywhere, it cannot be cut down, nor can be added to. Everything is set in place, and it has begun. Any deviation at all could be kablooey. Blah, 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 blah. So what? So I guess that wasn't the Bible, huh? Because I know Revelation said anybody that changed anything in the book, took anything out of it, will receive the curses in the book. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of curses in the book. So if anybody made changes in the book, took scripts out the book, made a change to it, said somebody's name was Jesus, when it's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When some things happen, that plagiarism, in this. This highlight on the right that they are so afraid to change could be catastrophic. It's making the Bible look like a newspaper with, we got a new rainy topic. But I'm gonna stop right there. Shit. Argue with Dr. Miller. And while you read it, you can screenshot that info right there. Look how taking it seriously. Look how seriously they taking that. But from the opening chapter of the Holy Bible, for one, it's been plagiarized, and for two, oh my gosh. It's a lot of truths in it, because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot that you can be, a lot the book can be useful for as a guide. There's a lot of things that were spoken, wasn't spoken by that actual person, and maybe altered, changed, kind of a spin to it, but that's why the Jay said it takes a, you know what I'm saying, that eye to be able to use your discernment to be able to see that, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, what's really going on, what he really trying to lay down, because everybody wasn't going to pick that up. You feel me? Hidden in plain sight. So, but he put it there. If it's for you, you gonna get it. If it ain't, may not be time. I ain't gonna say it ain't for you at all. Just
rituals work because they are rituals. They work because an arbitrary set of criteria has been met with exacting care.
That's just mind-boggling.
Belief that meeting these arbitrary criteria achieves a certain end assigns power to the ritual. The actions that were once meaningless now have been assigned meaning through their repetition and application. This is how one seals away a god. And this is a god. I know that the Foundation does not approve of using this term, but it is still the case. The stag is a god, and it is not a petty local god. It is not one of the mild gods of earth, or some weaker spirit that is bound by the strength of man's belief. We have, for the time being, fooled it into
Listen, I'm trying to just let it be just the SCP, but see, there's a lot of verbiage being tossed out here. It's a lot of double speaking, and I need for the academics that's new, and for those that's been here with us, and for anybody that's just scrolling through. When I react to any of this stuff, unless the person emphatically gave their opinion or disposition about anything that we're viewing, I'm reacting to the video. I'm not really reacting to the host if somebody were to be hosting the video to tell us that. You know what I'm saying? Like some could be on the take, but not everybody. So when I just go, I don't go directly just, you know what I'm saying? Like at Dr. Miller and the Volgun. My reactions are not directed at them. It's directed at the video. And if I catch some information that's being laid out here, I mean, because I'm pretty sure that Dr. Miller is on a brief or a need to know, it's, you know what I'm saying, pay grade. If it's above your pay grade, you're only going to get within your pay grade of docket information in the archive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I understand protocol with certain things. I'm not, you know what I mean? So I know it's chain of command with this information. You feel me? And I get that. But there's just a lot of stuff that's going on. So first of all, this deer thing, okay, so they're referring to it as a god. In essence, in spirit, in soul, truth be told, it's an extraterrestrial. More than likely, it's a god. More than likely, but because it holds power beyond the norm, you know what I'm saying, of comprehension. Just like anything that came here, it was you know what I'm saying, bestowed upon as a god, or you know what I'm saying, or held high, praised, or worshiped as a god, whatever, because it was doing, you know what I'm saying, they were doing things that people don't normally see, especially after, you know what I'm saying, so much bleaching. Don't remember things, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Dude, y'all just, listen, man, it's just gonna be that's a can of worms when this shit, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a can of worms when stuff like this, when this type of info, y'all just keep this in your memory, you know what I'm saying? Remember this type of information just when you feel me? Because it's gonna be a connection, and it's gonna floodgate your mind when you be like, oh my God, damn. And then you gonna slap yourself 100 times thinking like, how many times did I see this stuff and play this? No mind, as it was just
to thinking that we have overpowered it. It does not understand that we do so falsely.
Until they just
it is a god.
Up in the ancestors.
For gods, words have power.
Look. Listen, man, they gagging order people, man, they're terminating people, they're making the world, you know what I'm saying? What you want from me? They show you in the movies what they're doing, and now here we are with files about stuff that they damn show is telling you, man, that motherfucker crazy. You don't know what he's talking about. That was an alien. No, they wasn't. There was this. There was a sheep. No, it wasn't. They missing. Can't prove it. They missing. Under the rug. Covered up. Come on, man. Damn near every SCP we've ran across is unearthly, doing stuff that no earthly being on this frequency or vibration, unless you're vibing high enough, you know what I'm saying, can do anything to stop them, withstand these things, comprehend anything they got going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like most people are at a huge disadvantage. But I promise you, I heard about this thing, said, you know what I'm saying, you don't get a pass for that, for ignorance. You don't get to say, well, I didn't know. All this information.
Ritual and belief hold greater power over a god than all the laws of science. However, it must be kept in mind that the stag could escape, right now if it so chose. With a thought, this entire facility could turn into a puff of hydrogen. If at any point the stag thought to escape, it would, and we would be powerless to stop it.
Man, y'all lose your mind.
However, it will not think to escape, or even to change its strategy. The idea will not even pass through its mind. It cannot comprehend the concept. It does not think in the way we think. Truth be told, I would not say it thinks at all. This is an old god. It does not dabble in decisions. Decisions are for creatures who may act erratically, variably, or out of line. A god of this strength simply is. It is an absolute. It acts as a force. In building this ritual, we have shifted its being the slightest bit, and now it is locked into a pattern of behavior. It struggles against us, we struggle against it, and we are locked together in an eternal dance so long as the ritual remains intact. If one thing goes awry, the entirety is lost, and the deadlock is broken. Unstoppable force without an immovable object. The rituals might seem to be nonsense, but they are what I divined to be the best course of action. There are powerful symbols there, and whether or not you think they are appropriate to the situation is irrelevant. I have listened to the converted, and I have listened to the echoes of the stag in their songs. They are not suffering, but they are no longer human. They are changed, utterly. The ritual remains as it is. Description: SCP-2845 is a quadruped entity, measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder and weighing 815 kilograms. A sinuous neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 meters, terminating in a head with humanoid facial features. SCP-2845 possesses antlers, measuring 4.8 meters across. Antlers are white, with black marbling and coloration, and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with the exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily a pastel green, with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. A ring of ice particles is suspended 15 centimeters behind SCP-2845's skull, measuring 1.7 meters in diameter, with a ring thickness of 35 centimeters. This ring is interrupted at regular intervals by 7 spheres consisting of metallic hydrogen and metallic helium, each measuring 15 centimeters in diameter. The ring and spheres rotate clockwise at a speed of 1.6 RPM. The force maintaining the movement of the ring, the physical state of the spheres, and the means by which SCP-2845 is capable of supporting its head under the weight of its antlers are unknown. SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed during this process. This property is manifested at will, with an observed range extending to targets within eyesight. Maximum range of this ability is unknown. Transmuted matter will remain stable despite the lack of other factors. For example, metallic hydrogen and helium are common results, which will remain in either solid or liquid form despite the surrounding temperature. Altered atmosphere will not mix with unaltered regions, maintaining chemical consistency. The most common transmutation results are the solid or liquid forms of hydrogen and helium, the conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen-helium-ammonia mix, and the transmutation of plant life into metalloid-based organisms. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with a transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters at all times. SCP-2845 has proven itself completely resistant to physical damage. The most common forms of offensive transmutation used by SCP-2845 are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height, or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers. Early observation of SCP-2845 during recovery indicated that it will generally ignore non-combatants, focusing on retaliation against attackers. However, SCP-2845 was not seen to make any attempts to spare non-combatants within the area of effect of its transmutations, and later recovery accounts indicate preemptive attacks against both military and civilian targets. SCP-2845-1 designates human beings that have been modified by SCP-2845. Instances of SCP-2845-1 are hexagonal columns measuring 2.4 meters in height, with a rubbery yellow-green skin. SCP-2845-1 instances do not have any outward sense organs, and autopsy has shown that internal organs are likewise absent, save the brain, which now takes up the entirety of the column and contains the reconstituted mass of the other organs and some additional outside materials. It is unknown how SCP-2845-1 instances derive nutrients, or if any nutrition is required. Neuroimaging of SCP-2845-1 specimens has revealed that the brain is in a constant state of high activity. Analysis of multiple specimens indicates patterns of call and response, so some form of remote communication between SCP-2845-1 specimens is presumed. Modal variants of SCP-2845-1 have been reported, but have evaded capture and study. Addendum 1. An abridged timeline of SCP-2845 from initial discovery to containment is as follows. November 27, 2011. Initial sighting of Comet C 2011 W3. December 1, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed by Mount John University Observatory. December 2, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed and named by the Minor Planet Center. December 16, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 reaches perihelion. Solar Dynamics Observatory records images of a fragment breaking off from the main body of the comet, maintaining a speed of 0.0018 c. December 17, 2011. Fragment trajectory confirmed to end in a collision with Earth, with estimated impact of December 21st. Thoth Station deterrence procedure fails at changing fragment's course. Public announcement made by the United Nations. Evacuations begin. December 21st, 2011. Fragment impacts in the Pacific Ocean, 124 kilometers off the Western American coast. December 24th, 2011. SCP-2845 believed to reach shore on this day. December 25th, 2011. First observation of SCP-2845 through civilian video footage. Drone contact made. SCP-2845 confirmed as hostile. Foundation assets within United States military begin direction of recovery and containment procedures, with assistance of Global Occult Coalition representatives. Foundation containment sites in the region enter lockdown. December 26th to December 29th, 2011. Artillery bombardment of SCP-2845 commences, along with initial battery of tests. Contact with outside containment consultants made at this time upon observation of SCP-2845's properties. December 30th, 2011. SCP-2845 is unimpeded for 16 hours. December 31st, 2011. Bombardment recommences. January 1st to January 14th, 2012. SCP-2845 is led across the Sierra Nevada mountains while remaining under heavy bombardment. Develops initial containment procedures. January 15th, 2012. SCP-2845 reaches predetermined containment area. Initial containment procedures enacted. January 18th, 2012. Initial containment procedures end in success. January 20th, 2012. Construction of Site 100 begins. February 3rd, 2012. Refinements of containment procedures implemented. February 19th, 2012. SCP-2845 declared contained. Alright, I think that about does it for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Good to you, Dr. Miller, and peace to you. Academates, man, let me holler at you. Yes. It's a whole lot that went down within this. It's so much. I'm going to try to, you know what I'm saying, not take too long. But gathering all of this information, right? This thing touches down, and okay, first of all, what the dude say? He said it didn't. It was mindless, or it was an old guy. It didn't see the need to you know what I'm saying, to break out containment or whatever. Now I'm kind of saying, like, now that's funny that you say that, because if y'all don't do that ritual, y'all pay for that. I listen now. Come on now. So it's kind of funny that you would be smug about his compliment. You know what I'm saying? That's a god, bro. First of all, because now that y'all start breaking down more details about it, asteroid, when it touched down, P's broke off, and the fact that I said it looks like, you know what I mean, a logo, it got me thinking. Now there was more broken down within it. I could really go into it, but you know what I'm saying, I don't want to hold y'all up on that. You know what I mean? But man, it's got me thinking, like, let me find out. This is one of, you know what I'm saying, this is like one of the, I ain't gonna necessarily say one of the 72 demons, you know what I'm saying, but this is almost like I want to say a fallen angel. But you know what I'm saying, if we take like the Christian nature off of it, anything on a high vibration, you know what I mean? It's, I mean, on that stature, dude, it's God. It's not God, it's a God. You feel me? It's be held as a God, respected as a God, divine nature of a God. But see, they got you so twisted about your thoughts about God, which is true, about the most high universe source. But on a tier that you can't get on and don't comprehend at all, anything you face is a God. Whether you want to accept that or not, you can call it a deity, you call it what the hell you want, but it's beyond your means, it's beyond your comprehension. You can't do nothing to stop it. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? So, I'm just saying. And that ain't to put nobody down. I just know that I do a lot of reading. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff just be, like, sounding, like, familiar. But then, sometimes I'll go and dig and be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't it. But, I mean, for some reason, I'm thinking it's a fallen angel. You know what I'm saying? And I know from a certain crystal, like Moldavite and Tektite, both are asteroids. You feel me? And backstories on both of them are duality. The Moldavite is the good side of this such angel, said angel, and the Tektite is the negative side of such angel. And this angel transcended, and you feel me? And that would happen. So more than like, you know what I'm talking about? So I mean, I'm just saying, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. You feel me? Cause I can get long-winded with this, but so I'm just gonna let y'all ride with it. You know what I'm talking about? Head on a swivel. This is what I mean by, you know what I'm saying, head on a swivel. Intuition, third, you know what I'm saying, all three eyes. Keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected. You feel me? And use your critical thinking and discernment, and you know what I'm saying. Turn that, keep that CT on at all times, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep that CT on like the glizzy. You feel me? Like your critical thinking should be more active than, you know what I'm saying, your guns and or anything else for that matter. You know what matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mental war, a battle for the mind at all times, even when you're sleeping. They got frequencies. You feel me? So, but that's enough. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and all the high vibrating species on the planet.